So, welcome back to Flat Cap Driver channel, and just spat. I'm eating a Yorkie because I love them, and there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to see my mum, so I'm driving up north, just heading off, just filled up with petrol. I've inflated the tyres, checked the oil, checked the coolant. I've got my AirPods in because I'm listening to the Portugal podcast, Owner's Story. And yeah, I've had my Yorkie. Anyway, firstly, yes, I've hit 500 subscribers. I feel like that's been a bit of a journey. Hang on. I'm going to have to pause the podcast because I'm not listening. There we go. So I feel like it's been a bit of a journey. 2 years it's taken, but until about 6 months ago, I wasn't really doing anything, and I did videos really infrequently, and I didn't do any tagging. I've started to do a little bit of tagging and stuff like that, but I'm at something like 508 or something. It fluctuates to 508, 9 to 7, 6. But I want to push towards 1,000 to 2,000, and I want it to. So, I mean, October time last year, I was on 250. So it's been a slow grind. But I really want to increase it. So tell your friends, tell your family, subscribe, hit like, give me some comments, some feedback. That'll be great. So I'm really happy about that. Kind of excessively happy about that. But I guess I'm just excited about it. Anyway, so that's really big news, and I'm really pleased, and thank you to everybody that's subscribed and everybody that's hit like and sends me comments back on Instagram as well. I think on Instagram I've hit 600. Again, that's kind of been slow. I think I was at 200 at Christmas. That was 6 months ago. So I need to do more to make it grow, and I keep saying that almost every video that I make, that I'm going to do more, but I don't. I've downloaded TubeBuddy, I've not used it. I don't sit in front of a desktop, and that's where I feel like I'd be able to use it properly. You can't really do a lot in the app, or I'm not doing a lot in the app. Anyway, so that's the next challenge. I want to get to 1,000, and then and everyone says getting to 500 is really difficult, getting to 1,000 is really difficult, but then because you're then working the algorithm, it starts to go up and up and up. Also, I don't have great content yet. Surprisingly, the 1984 VW Polo bread van that I test drove, the modified one, I think it's been up there for about a week. Like 20 people have watched that video. Maybe it's something to do with the tagging. I don't know. Location, who knows? It was under 10 minutes long as well, and I think that really makes a difference. Every time I post a video that's under 10 minutes long, hardly anybody sees it, and I think that's got something to do. I think the algorithm ignores it or something. I don't know. So that was. I was so happy at driving that car. It made me so happy. Everybody needs to drive a car like that. And just with making this long journey, it's a couple of hours to my mum's house. She's not very well. It's actually pretty serious. I'll try not to think about it. And she's not she's in hospital. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see her. But anyway, I need to process that. It's stuff that's happening quite suddenly. But anyway, so yesterday I topped up the oil a little bit, topped up the coolant, did the tire pressures, and everyone's gonna go, what the hell, man? Because I bought this car for £6,500 2 years ago, and it's been amazing all that time. And I'll confess something that I've not mentioned in the last probably 3 or 4 videos. I've actually been driving it with not enough oil or coolant in it. So when you turn the ignition on and it's parked somewhere flat, and you know it does that little, it does a 5-second countdown to check the oil level. It's been 2 bars of full, and I've been driving it like that, and the coolant's been below minimum. And it's because every time I've gone somewhere, I've just jumped in it and gone out, and only thought about it later. And I thought, oh, I'll wait for it to cool down, and then I'll top everything up. But I've always forgotten and not done it. So yeah, that's not great. But now, obviously, they're all topped up. Everything's hunky-dory. The suspension's rock solid, and obviously it's all a bit rattly, and it creaks. And I think that's something to do with the bushes. So I need to get that checked out. It doesn't really, well, I guess it does rattle and creak and things like that, but I still love driving it. I've not been out in the 912 for a while, and it's because I ordered some parts. I ordered I can't take pictures of them and insert them because I'm not at home, and so a lot of them haven't arrived. So there's an update on the 912. So I took it somewhere, and the guy, Jez, Wise Wagons on Instagram, I was talking to him, and he's the one who modified the bread van, and he's a fabricator welder. And I was anyway, and he's a VW air-cooled nerd, and he's also got a Subaru engine-powered Beetle, and anyone who does the quarter-mile runs has probably seen him around. It's a green Beetle. But anyway, I went to see him, and I said, I think it's overheating. I've ordered a new sensor. I think the sensor that's in there is a 911 sensor because it's the blade connector. So I've got one that should be the correct one. It's arriving probably tomorrow, but I won't be at home. And also, I've ordered some blanking plates for the 2 vents off the heat exchangers. And there's a bit of tinware missing from around the dipstick, and there's a big piece of tinware missing from underneath around the pulley for the main crank pulley, around there. And I've realised there's a piece of tinware missing from the back of the engine, and around where there's that seal that goes around, there's a tray at the bottom, tinware. The gap between the back of the car and the engine, there's a seal. I should be inserting pictures, but I'll see if I've got some on my phone when I edit this later at my mum's, and put those in. That seal has a gap that you can put your hand through. Anyway, the dumb thing is that I've just looked at those little covers or little flaps that sit on top of the heat exchangers vents. They're always open. They're not connected to anything, they don't fit properly, and they just sat there open. And I thought, that's fine, because cars are running hot, it's hot. And for some reason, I got it into my head that they were there to let cool air in. And they're not, because they let their hot air in, and they close when the car warms up. Obviously, they're not closing. And even if I could get them to close, they don't close properly. So what I've done is I've just bought some blanking plates. I'm going to take them out, put the blanking plates on. I need to fix the gap in the seal around the back, and put the a little bit of tinware on around the dipstick. And the other thing I've got to do is get that bit of tinware that goes around the pulley, which isn't arriving for another month because it's coming only from Germany. So all of that, so stupid things where I've been driving this car, my beloved 1998 99 Crusty 996, with not enough oil in it, not enough coolant, and I'm not driving it nearly enough. So this is a good run that it's getting. And with the 912, I've been letting it get hot. So I want to have the thermostat in, the blanket plates and the dipstick tinware in ASAP. If I can get the fuel gauge working, that would be great. And then the problem is I haven't got the pulley bit of tinware, which is a big piece of tinware. I won't get that until after Classics at the Clubhouse. I'm picking Michael of Porsche Cooled up from the train station and taking him there. And I don't want it to overheat and break down on the way, but we are going quite early in the morning, which Michael I haven't told you about yet, that it's early. So that would be great. Then my other issue is I'm moving house and I'm losing all my storage. So the 912's got to go into storage, but it's 2 weeks before Classics at the Clubhouse, or a week before. So I've got to put it into storage, get it the day before, and get it ready. Now the problem with that is I've got to clean it. It's filthy. The interior is filthy. There's bits that need sticking down, like, you know, interior bits, and I've got to clean the outside. I've got to fit some seat belts. So there's a lot to do, and also obviously I'm not home this week. I'm moving house, and why are people driving like nutters? So there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of road noise I've noticed, and I'm probably shouting. I'm sorry about that. But so there's a lot of stuff going on. I finished work in a couple of weeks. I'm still bricking it about that because I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm going to enjoy the summer, spend time with my girls. Whoa, whoa! Someone just almost pulled out in front of me. Oh my god! And that's completely thrown me. Yes. So now that I've done a couple of videos test driving, I quite enjoyed doing the Yaris GR one. It was really good fun. The car is great as long as you accept the parameters that it's great in, and I think it's already a classic. It's already a classic, and those kind of cars are not going to be around for very long. In the grand scheme of things, they won't be coming out any newer ones. So yeah, I wouldn't buy it, but I can see why there's a fuss about it. The Polo, the modified 1984 Polo bread van, the video probably wasn't great because pardon me, I think a bit of that Yorkie's gone down the wrong way. The video wasn't great because I was just too excited about it, that there were parts that I probably was just grinning like a loon and not thinking about what the car was doing, or not talking about what the car was doing. It was just, the throttle was so responsive. I'm in the wrong lane and I'm blocked. The throttle was so responsive, and it was just such immense fun. Oh my god, I'm gonna get caught. Oh god, I'm gonna get caught in the lights. Come on. Amber light, let's go. Yes. Whoa, cheeky fecker. Now I'm caught in the next lights. Keeping on the temperature. But yes, so I'm gonna have to start that bit again. But yeah, it was immense fun. The throttle incredibly responsive, and if I put my foot down in first, I think the front would have ripped off the car. It was that good. Really liked it, and I might ask Jez if I can drive it again, because I was a bit scared at the time because the bonnet popped when I first started driving it, and I thought, oh my god, it's going to pop, so I didn't want to go too fast. But it was just silly fun, and the fact that it looked stock on the outside just really sold it to me. I've always liked those, 80s small cars. You could ask him to do that to a Golf Mark 1 GL or something, and imagine that, driving around in a stock looking chrome hubcapped Golf Mark 1 1.5 GL, but it has a Polo Mark 3 1.6 GTI engine in it. That'd be insane. yeah, I'd love that. But anyway, right, it's 20 to 6, so I'm going to hit traffic everywhere, which isn't good. And it's quite hot outside. Although the air conditioning is working, it's a bit weak, but it is working. So yeah, all of that's been great fun. Now the thing is, where do I go now? I need another car to drive. Now I could ask my friend Rafe K, if you're listening, and I could say to him, can I drive your what year is it? 2007 997 convertible PDK, maybe. Or what else? Who else do I know who's got an interesting car that they would let me drive? Now, I'm going to see my sister. I'm not sure if her 2005 1.4 Corsa SXI qualifies. Although, as I say that, I did use it for about a week once, and just around the villages and towns, it's really zippy. It's got air conditioning, it's got DAB radio, and it's 3-door, and you can just throw it around. It's great. But again, I wouldn't own that. It wasn't as much fun as the Polo. And I also know that she doesn't listen or watch these videos because she isn't aware of their existence, even though she is doing the merch for me. Oh, that's another thing. I bought some like old flat caps that I've had lying around that I bought thinking, what should I do with them? So I'm going to get her to embroider those. Hopefully I'm going to pick up some t-shirts next week, just to see what they look like. I'm in the wrong lane again, and there's too much traffic, so I'm going to have to squeeze in front of somebody. And also, I'm looking forward to Classics at the Clubhouse. So if you're going to be there, please let me know via Instagram or in a comment on YouTube. Let me know. It would be great to meet as many people as possible. I'm driving up north now, and I'm going to go near. It's an hour out of the way. Caffeine and Machine. I'd love to go there, but I haven't really got the time. So I'm just gonna, maybe I'll drop by on the way back down. So yeah, we'll have to see. But I feel like I'm waffling on and on. Also, I've been listening to a few podcasts, Smith and Sniff. By the way, the Late Break Show about. I'm not really into big American cars, and I think a lot of it's to do with the fact that I've not been exposed to them. I've never really seen them. I like the original 60s Mustang only because I don't know what the feeling in the US is about those, but to me it's an iconic car, and I like them because when I was a kid I saw one. It used to be parked. A guy had it, and even then they look huge. Well, no, even then they look more huge then. Which is why, you know, I have a connection from my youth. So I like that. But oh, a dead deer. But with Johnny Smith's Dodge Charger, where he's just done a video where he's getting it ready, and he went to Mr. Scramble. I wish I'd gone to that. Again, I couldn't go because of the overheating thing, because it'll take like an hour, and I'm just not sure it would survive an hour. I've got to get a new fan belt because the old one's so frayed. But anyway, that was a great video. I'd recommend go and watch that. Why am I telling you to go and watch other videos that get like hundreds of thousands of views when mine get like 5? Watch my videos, then go and watch that one. But I think that's it. I'm going to, so I finish work in a couple of weeks, and then I'll do another video where I am going to go and see people who've been on Porsche Cool Owner Stories. Hopefully do a couple of videos with Michael when I see him. I'm going to at Classics at the Clubhouse. I would like for him to come out my way after that as well, so we can go for a couple of drives. He can experience the crusty 911. I don't know if I've said, but this car has a name. My daughter's given it a name. It's called Sally. Silly Sally. And for some reason my 912 is called Stanley, so I don't know why. My wife's Golf R is called Vader. So yeah, they all have names. One other thing, and I probably should have mentioned this earlier, at the weekend I really want to take both my girls out in this car, and my 6-year-old is really tall, so she's legally allowed to sit at the front. So for her age, she's really tall. I think it's like, I can't remember what the limit is, but she's above that. And but my little one is 2.5, so she's got to have a seat. And I thought, oh, you know, I'm gonna have to get a custom Porsche seat. That's gonna cost hundreds of pounds, so I was just not gonna bother. But then someone posted on a forum that you can just go to Halfords and get their Essentials 123 range, which is something like 42 to 50 pounds seat, and it fits perfectly in the back. So I need to go and get one of those. So I'm going to sort that out, and I'm quite excited to see my sister and see what stuff she's done about merch. Although I haven't bought anything that she can embroider. I think the patches are a good idea. They're iron-on patches, so I can send those out, dish them out. I'm going to do the e-commerce site, which is either going to be like GoDaddy or Squarespace or something like that. And also, I'm going to do a video. So, because we're doing a house move and looking around at stuff, I found my which I'm not wearing now, my Omega Seamaster, I found the box for it. So it's 17 or 18 years, it's 18 years old. I've had it for 18 years, and I found the box for it, looking all pristine with all the manuals and everything. So I'm going to do a video on that box, because I just thought it was really cool. I did, and I think it's got the receipt in it from when the watch was bought. So yeah, I might just do a unboxing of an unboxed box kind of thing. So yeah, a lot's happening, and I want to do a lot. I want to catch up with people. Mark Piston Petrol on Instagram, I would love to come and see you. I know you've got a lot of stuff going on at the moment, but when work finishes and I've moved house and settled down a bit, I'm going to contact you and just see what you're up to. The comments that come in from Phil H, Mark Dempsey, Usman, all those people have supported me throughout these 2 years of doing these videos. I know it was all a bit hit and miss early on with my terrible video equipment and things like that, but no, I've just the support I've had has been amazing. Todd, Stone City Outlaw, thank you. P997NYC, I don't know your name yet, you need to send me your name. Thank you. And obviously Michael Bath, Steve, Porsche Cold. So everything's been amazing, and I just want to take it to the next level. And when I'm not working, I'll have that little bit of time when, you know, my girls are doing something else and my wife's at work, where I can do something a bit different. Unfortunately, I won't have access to the 912, or I might get my MGB out, take that for a few drives, but I do want to drive this car a lot more. And I want to go and see other cars quite a lot. I want to do quite a lot of that, but I'm not going to do sort of brand new, really expensive car drives, reviews, chats about. It's more about odd cars that anyone could pretty much buy. And that's, you know, Yaris GR, which is expensive, and there's only people in a certain bracket who could buy that. Lots of disposable income, probably no children or dogs or anything. So there's, I've been driving in fifth gear. So there's, it's going to be, and that Polo, stuff like that. I'd love to do that, but there will be times where I'm driving someone else's 996 or a 997. I mean, 991.1 GTS would be the holy grail as far as I'm concerned. I'd love one of those, but at the same time they're big, and I want to park this next to these cars, and you know, even a 997.1. You know, they're quite big and wide at the back, and I like the narrow bodiness of this. I like the narrow bodiness of my 912. So I'm going to keep doing all of that stuff. Oh, someone's really cool Mini's broken down. So I'm going to do all of that stuff during the summer, and hopefully my subscribership is going to go up and viewership is going to keep going up. And I'll reach out to more people, connect with more people, see more people. And thank you again for watching. One last thing, Mr. Van Driver, don't crash into me. Classics of the Clubhouse. If you're attending, let me know, and it'd be great to catch up. I should bring some stickers and stuff, shouldn't I? And if you're not attending, buy a ticket. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching.